Ready?
Let's do it, bro.
What it do, flight crew? It's your boy Flight. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy QTD back with another video. This time doing a initial thoughts and tier list creation with my bro, my duo, and fellow YouTuber Jay Dancy. Jay Dancy, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Dancy, man. Here, my boy Q. You know, the MultiVersus duo back better than ever. So
Back and better than ever.
get it, bro.
Yeah, so first, before we go over a tier list, we're going to talk about some of our initial thoughts on the game. Game's been out for about, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Almost about a month now.
Yeah, it's been about a month now. Somewhat shaky start.
Yeah.
Somewhat shaky start. We've been waiting for this game to come back for a year now. And when it came back, you know, we were really excited. So, as someone or as multiples that have put in over 200 hours, I'd probably say around 200 hours into the game, including the beta, I think, you know, we have decent credibility when it comes to, okay, gameplay, how the game is played, how changes have been made from the beta to now, and, you know, where we see the future of the game going. So I'll let you actually start it off with some things that you think the game could use work.
Okay. So the game overall as a whole, I just want to say, like, starting off, we got to talk about the game speed and how that affects like a lot of the things that's going on now.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it's a lot slower right now. So which is, I think, is a good thing and a bad thing. It depends on like which end of the which end of the stick you on. Cause if you're on the side of you getting your combos off, it's good. But you're on the side of you getting beat up and can't get out of the combo, it's kind of bad.
Right.
But I kind of like where the speed is at. It maybe could use like a little tuning, but there are ways to zoom around the map still.
Like dodge, rolling, canceling.
Yeah, all that stuff. You know, every game not gonna be perfect. Every game has its flaws. Character balance is something that is like, I think they should really focus on heavy.
Okay. So you want to start off with character balance.
Yeah.
What about character balance? Because I got a lot of things to say about that. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing, in my opinion, that would make the game more fun for everybody. Like, I'm not speaking from someone who plays more competitively than casually, but I enjoy the game on a casual level too. So I want to hear what you have to say about like game balance first.
So you say game balance?
Game balance, yeah.
All right. So um obviously there's no game where every character is going to be good. Some characters are always going to be better than others. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
But with this game, I feel like this game does a lot of fan service, and with the fan service comes good characters and bad characters. So
Right.
like, if I'm a big Adventure Time fanatic, and that's the only people I really use in this game, because I love seeing them in a game, bro. It's like a dream come true.
Yeah, we all love
And
Adventure Time.
yeah, see. So
Go and grab
but
your
the
friends.
thing is,
Go to very distant lands.
so the thing is though, like, Banana Guard and Finn are better than Jake.
Okay.
I feel like everybody can agree with that.
I agree.
And it's just like, the thing with the game is, I don't feel like you can, if you want to have fun,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of have to play like a good character. You can't play somebody you want to play all the time. Like just to try to have fun with them. Like
Right.
you can, but then you it's a good possibility you going against a sweat.
Right. You got gamers delay. Right. You
Yeah,
always you will eventually run into somebody who plays the game
yeah,
not at a
and
casual level.
yeah. So it's like you're like, all right, I can beat this dude if I was using this other person. But I'm trying this person out. Obviously this person not as good as like the person I'm going against. Like if it's a if I'm using Jake going against Wonder Woman, I'm not gonna have a good time at all.
Right. You're not likely to have a lot of fun playing Velma against Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo's your favorite series. You want to play Velma because she's your favorite Scooby-Doo character. You get in there, and then Wonder Woman thraxes you with shield and multiple stacks of armor. I see the vision.
Like, yeah, and Velma like possibly the worst character in the game right now.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that sentiment.
But that's how I feel about it. It's like you have to play a certain meta if you want to do well in this game. Like above a casual standpoint.
Yeah.
Like I can't just take anybody and expect to do good with them. Like there's certain tiers to it.
There's levels, right?
Yeah.
We'll get into the tier list later, but yeah, I agree with the sentiment that hey, there are certain characters that need work in order to enjoy the characters that you do enjoy on a broad scale. There needs to be, unfortunately, I have to say, nerfs. I'm a fighting game enthusiast, so in the broad scope of things, I want more people to get buffed so that they're on the same level as other characters. But fundamentally, some of those characters at the top will not make the game a pleasant experience for the characters that are just not at that level, even if they get brought up to that level, in my opinion. I don't think that giving the bottom half of characters multiple stacks of armor or loops are going to benefit the game as a whole and the community. So I would say bring some characters down from a gameplay concept, or their vision for the entire game itself, because it would just make it a better experience as a whole for the community. So next,
like some of these characters need help.
They do. We'll get into that, but I'll go into my first thing, and that is desyncs. So I play on PC, I play on console. I switch back and forth depending on what's going to give me the best experience. I've never, really had like as many issues on PC than I did with console, and I'm not sure how the cross-play matchmaking does work, but out of all the games that I have recorded, I will probably say about 30% of them were desyncs. Like out of every 10 games, 3 of them were kicked out or something crazy, something insane of that nature. Like I'll start a fight, probably not even be able to start a fight, and then it would just kick us back to the main lobby. I did see that there was a patch today, or a hot fix today, saying that they've fixed those issues, that they've adjusted it. I think Xbox and PC maybe, or PlayStation were having some issues. Yeah, I forgot what their note said. I'll put it in. I'll edit it in here, whatever the tweet said. But it was something with the console users that were having issues that made people get kicked back to the lobby. So hopefully that issue has been fixed, because that was a lot of my problem. I was like, bro, I'm over here beating the brakes off of another team in a random 2v2. I finally get a decent teammate in twos because I'm normally queued up with a booty buns teammate, and I get kicked on the 4th stock. So that's never fun. Hopefully that gets fixed. Have you had any desync issues, like any issues with the game breaking for you?
Yeah, when I was playing on Xbox with my friend, it was real bad up there. Like we couldn't even play multiplayer online because every match was decent. We can only play Rifts together. Uh, there were some there were some decents while playing on PC. Like I had one today, but it was like before the match started. Um, and also the thing with that is like with a decent, because you don't get no credit for the game, and that was happening to me a lot during my run playing the event, the top dog event.
Yeah.
Like I would beat somebody, and then after the end of the match,
You wouldn't get the
I
points
would
for it?
I wouldn't get nothing.
Mm.
But PC, I don't think been having like major decent, but it's been console and stuff.
Hmm.
But on Xbox, that game was like literally unplayable, and I couldn't even like match with my friend crossplay for some reason
Hmm.
up here, like playing a PC, the Xbox. So that's why I was playing my Xbox, because I usually play on my PC, like whenever I do play it.
Got you. So you were trying to do it so that it was like not technically cross-play, like so you and your friend could be playing Xbox at the same time?
Yeah,
Makes sense. So
but
yeah,
that was like just horrible.
I was doing the same. Like, hey, I was trying to like switch to like between PC and console just to see, because like sometimes me and my friend were just trying to run Rifts, and
Yeah,
it would disconnect from Rifts. I was like, bro, are you serious? This is the offline experience. Well, not the offline, but the offline online experience at this point. I'm
yeah,
not playing against people. I'm playing with my friend against bots. And I can't even do
yeah,
that because I'm disconnected and I'm not getting the points or the rewards for it. But I do appreciate that Player First has been straightforward with us about like game updates and things that they need to work on and how they're trying to make the game better. I
yeah,
don't think they should have released the game in a state where those things weren't noted at the beginning, like Agent Smith,
yeah,
or monetization. Um, those things should have been announced during development. During that whole time, we were getting McDonald's ads about, hey, get the Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian toy, collect all the cards.
yeah,
Hockey, we're getting Stanley Cup MultiVersus. No, tell me what the game is going to be like. Tell me what the actual transition between the beta and now was, and then within the last 2 weeks, we got all the information at once, and Rifts was one of them. Agent Smith and Jason were one of them, and Banana Guard. I'll let you get in, your other topics, but rift staleness. So you get in the rifts, and initially these 3 were locked. Crazy, actually, to think about. You released with 2 rifts, and 2 difficulties were available. These still aren't available. They're listed as unavailable.
Like what's July? Why do we have to wait till July 10th for that?
I don't even know.
It's just a difficulty.
It's going to be the same thing, which is the odd part to me. But we'll get into that. Also, the people that have played rifts will know. You see these stars I've collected for this rift alone. This is probably the rift I've collected the most stars on.
Yeah.
That easy difficulty is not easy, bruh.
No, bro. Especially that tank mini game.
It's not
doing that jump by yourself.
It is not easy, bro. Those rifts are not easy, bro. It's a rift with Black Lantern, Superman, and Black Lantern Wonder Woman. They will beat the brakes off of you, bro. They will beat the brakes off of you, and this is easy difficulty. Hold on. If I had to move Jay Dancy right now, it would say my gym level is at 5.3. 5.3. That, you see, this level crushing requires level 4. Why am I struggling on easy with level 5 gyms?
No, that's
on.
bro.
On a casual level, by the way. If you do not collect every last one of those stars, you're not going to be able to level up to be able to move to the next difficulty. You've promised this character that you've locked behind a rift, technically paywall. It's not a paywall, but you technically do, because you're not going to have enough XP for your gems to be able to move to the next difficulty. And that's what brings me to my last thing about the rift staleness. Not only do you have to go through that difficulty gap, difficulty spike, and staleness of playing the same thing over and over again, but if you don't level up your XP by collecting 5 stars, if you do happen to have your friend along, you have to resort to purchasing XP for your gems, which is toxic. That's
Toxic.
that's the only way I could describe it. I don't want to say it's predatory because it's not a requirement and it's free to play and it's a grind. You know, it's what the free to play model is based behind, but
yeah,
making the offline casual experience lock behind technically a grind paywall is kind of disappointing to me, seeing where the beta was and that not being a requirement, even though the beta didn't have that full-fledged story mode that they're attempting to go for, subspace style. But I know that was a long ramble. I'll let you go ahead with
I want
if you wanted to chime in
real quick. All right, so one of my complaints with Rift is editing the gems, like always having to switch between the gems. Like it was like, you know how to say mismatch and stuff.
Yeah,
like I feel like there should be like a preset.
quick preset. Yes.
Yeah, if I'm in digital Rift, but I was just playing chaos, I shouldn't have to like, it shouldn't be like mismatch. It should update to like
the horror gems, the gems that are actually for this rift, like in this.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I did the wrong thing, accident.
Like how we got our perk selector thing.
I like these cutscenes though.
It should be like that. That was another one.
So yeah.
See, you see how it is for you right now?
Right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to go in and change each and every one of these just to play it and level up. I agree.
And then you go back to another one, you gotta do the same thing again.
Same thing for the digitals.
Yeah.
Time consuming. They want you to stick to, again, another grind fest, but that portion is just time consuming. That's not even a part of the grind of playing the game. It's just more setup.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead with another one of your things that the game could work on.
So I think what else they can work on, this is more gameplay wise. Hit stun and like combos you get put in. I know they recently put out a patch for it, but like people are still finding ways to do it. I don't want to say like I don't want to ever be comboed, but like hit stun in this game in general is like toxic, bro.
It's bad.
Cause moves I feel like I should be able to get out of, I can't. Like a follow up, I don't feel like you should be able to follow up to the sky with me all the time. It's like everything you get touched one time, you guarantee to die at certain points.
Oh, I probably gotta hold it. But still, that like hit stun at the end, you can, oh shit, that was it. I just paused it on accident.
Yeah.
Like low percents, like being able to be looped into combos, like at very, very low percents. Like even I feel like I'm a Bugs Bunny main. I do feel like the Bugs Nair loop is kind of unreasonable, you know? Like I think,
yes,
I do say I think he needs it. I do think he needs it, but just being able to spam this like willy-nilly
with no consequence
is not okay. Being able to spam that willy-nilly is not okay.
Anagar is probably the least sauciest character in the game.
That was with hit stun.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, some things like that are not okay. Some people want to increase the game speed, but imagine that 10% faster. Imagine you starting the round off like that. You get hit with a down hammer and you're dead.
Yep.
Do you want to play that game where you're dead in 15 seconds? I can't play Superman at a very high level, but you can go on Twitter. I could post a clip here right now. I'll edit it in right here. I'll edit it in right here where you'll just see somebody dying in 0.5 seconds, even post patch. On top of loops, cooldown. Some characters just don't have cooldowns. Yes. Some characters don't have cooldown.
Black Adam.
Yeah, that's number one right there alone.
That move he does in the air, bro, that shocks you. Somebody did that to me the whole game, bro.
Entire game.
What is it? His down special in the air?
Yep, that has cooldown. Up special has does up special doesn't have cooldown. Like you're telling me he's only using one special move when I'm seeing him do this. I'm seeing him do fly. I'm seeing him side special, charge people with static electricity. Black Adam's only used these 3 moves. That, this, and dang. That.
That's all, bro.
That's it. Those 3 moves. And for somebody with no cooldown, that is egregious. Cooldowns need work. Yeah, cooldowns need work. Give this motherfucker some.
Morty, he needs.
Give him some.
No, he not only need cooldown, bro. He need in lag.
Yes.
He has 0 in lag on anything.
Nothing. He can do anything he wants to do, and you're not going to stop him. He could do this, and you're not going to. Actually, what is the range on that?
So
that's what I said. What is the range on? I didn't even realize that at first.
Oh jeez,
bro. From this lawn, that character is 3 lawns away. I'm right behind him right now. I dodged 4 characters worth of dodge space.
Look at Banana Guard.
Fast as shit. Fast as shit. And when you think you've dodged or tried to dodge attack to get him, he's dodging 4 spaces worth of characters.
Yep.
Something's gotta give. And actually, let me see something here. Bro, even when he's on Burnout, bro.
That's another thing, bro. Burnout.
That's the big thing, bro. When you're on Burnout, your dodge space should be from here to here. Like, you shouldn't be moving past, like, hold on, bro. I'm dodging the same distance. in Burnout. That's actually crazy. I didn't even think that.
People don't even care about Burnout
at all. Actually,
like, it needs to be more of a consequence to it.
There needs to be a strong penalty on Burnout, and that's what I thought the Burnout mechanic was for. The Burnout mechanic was what led to the game being slower and more neutral based and more fighting game platformer based in the first place. So the fact that Burnout is irrelevant to some of these players, like I literally played a Morty the other day that started the game off. He started the game off and did this.
Man was
and he did no moves. And then when I went to go hit him again, even playing patient, trying to play the most like patient neutral, trying to be, just play footsies, play regular footsies. No, bro, You're not hitting him. Or he's throwing this out. Like, he's throwing out that.
Morty, the OG
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, man. Oh, we'll get in that. We'll get into that come tier list, Tom. But that one was more so about the burnout effect. I think burnout definitely needs to become more of a point of emphasis, especially in ones.
Oh yeah.
In ones, people abuse dodge. Especially characters with good disadvantage states like Wonder Woman and Joker. They can throw out moves, and then dodge after with no consequence because they're still in advantage state. So,
Zero consequence.
I think once burnout is fixed, it may actually fix a lot of issues. Right before, on top of character balance changes.
Yeah.
I think character balance changes or burnout fixes can come in any order, but I think those are the two most prominent things that need to be fixed at this moment, especially being that the most recent patch was about a performance update with the hot fix. So if they indeed fix performance like they say they did, I think the only things that they needed to touch up on are those, in my personal opinion. But well, I'll let you take over first because I don't currently have any currency issues. My thing is I'm stockpiled on it. I'm sitting on a bunch of, that's my big thing. I'm sitting on a bunch of currency that I have nothing I can do with it.
Like how much character unlock things do you have?
Let me move you a little bit so you could see.
17.
17,000.
See, I think even the issue with that is, even with, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters I still have to unlock. That's not enough.
It's not.
You're off by 100. Because all characters are 3,000 except for Joker.
Mm-hmm.
He was 6.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's another thing. Before I let you go,
yeah,
in the beta, all those characters were like either one price or another. Like some of them were slightly cheaper, or some of them were around, what was it? It was like 600 to like a 1,000 price range. Like, and it was a different like form of currency. I think it was coins back then, right? Like you had to purchase them with coins, and like the range was, like you could get Rain Dog for like 800, but then you would have to get like Finn or like Harley Quinn for like 1,000.
Yeah.
And those were like the only two price points. But my bad, you go ahead.
You don't get enough. Like I just bought Rain Dog, and who else I bought with Rain Dog? It's just too long of a grind to have to unlock people.
So you bought Rain Dog and you don't have any Gleamium to get any additional characters after getting Rain Dog alone?
Rain Dog and one other person. I only had enough for 2 people.
Okay. And that was after playing this entire time. So like,
yeah.
For context, people, Jay Dancy lost like his entire
gone.
Yeah, lost his entire currency. Like he stacked up like cosmetics, all of that additional stuff, and he's had to play from y'all's perspective, the ones that are new to this game, maybe new to this video, new to this channel, new to this community. So he's starting from where y'all are.
Yeah, like I'm just playing the game.
Right. So as someone who's played as many hours as we have, even from the start of this game's life cycle, not the beta version, but this specific release of the game's life cycle, playing this amount of hours, basically nonstop, maybe I'll probably say like, let's say a week off, maybe a week off in terms of hours, like including sleep and work, maybe taking a week of not playing this game and only having enough to purchase 2 characters at the time. I understand like the game is supposed to be like a grind, but in a month's release, being able to purchase 2 characters ever since the game's release is kinda not reasonable. It's not reasonable. But yeah, my bad, you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they fixed the battle pass currency. Like, what were we getting? Like 10 XP a match,
Yes,
even with a win.
that was nasty. That was nasty. They boosted
That's
that.
crazy.
They also boosted it to where you get things doing rifts now too. But that was nasty.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get like I think 50 for both now.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better. It's
But,
it's a grind still, but it's definitely a lot better than the initial progress that they were trying to give us. That 10 was nasty work. When I started playing games, I was like 10. Holy crap, I'm playing this many games. I saw another video where somebody actually did the calculations. Yeah, but I wasn't gonna do all that. You know, y'all get where I'm coming from. Y'all have played the game. Y'all know how slow the progression is. But in general, like, the currency grind is pretty crazy for something that's free to play. And honestly, it's Warner Brothers. Like, you have you have the monopoly, you have the money to shill like that on, honestly, the platform fighter with the utmost potential is crazy to me. You know, you have the industry in the palm of your hands. Nick All-Star Brawl technically had a formula too. They just didn't have the resources. They just didn't have the resources. They gave a team the game. They didn't give them the funds to operate and the resources. WB, you have the formula and the resources. You've worked
everything.
You've worked Mortal Kombat. You've worked Injustice 2. Injustice 1. You know
Most
how
successful games.
All successful games and franchises. But I don't think they understand the free to play model yet. We could get into like metrics some other time. But that's a big thing that they're gonna really have to sit down and look into. Like, player first games, great developers, man. They're extremely transparent. You could tell they're doing their best with things that are coming through them from the top brass. Like, they're relaying all the information they can. They're extending time windows for people to get daily login XP and game XP and a bunch of different other things. Gleamium?
Their prices is too high for some of these cosmetics.
Yes. Like legendaries being 2,000. Actually, let me do the math on those. I've never done that since I've started this game. 2,000 is a legendary skin. How much is 2,000? 2,200 is $20.
That's for one skin.
One legendary skin. One legendary skin is 2,000. So $20. Actually, 2,280 for this Joker bundle, which includes an emote, a taunt basically, a ring out, an icon, and Joker with the Jason mask. And that's
2,280, you say?
2,280. So that's more than $20. You would have to get the $50 version or play and get the battle pass to get some Gleamium to get enough just to get that bundle. It's not sustainable.
And that's the problem with everybody trying to go free to play. Like, I'm not buying that
at all. It's not sustainable.
You don't earn Gleamium. Like, well, you do through the battle pass, but
you do, yeah, through the battle pass, but that's it. You do not get Gleamium any other way. You don't get Gleamium through even fighter unlocks, from what I remember. Not like they used to, because in beta we used to get Gleamium for leveling up our character. Actually, no, you do. at level 15, you get 150 Gleamium.
Snap.
Did you have any more points you wanted to touch on?
No, I think that was it.
So those were our initial thoughts on MultiVersus. Right now, we're going to do a tier list, both a 1s and 2s tier list based off, of course, how strong we think these characters are, respectively.